Hello, Funda.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine, fine. It's been a long time. What about you?
It's certainly been a long time, actually. It's a pretty nice day here. Not too cold, not too warm, so a bit moderate. I just came back from running, and I thought, okay,
Yeah, we
let's.
are in summer period.
Amazing. How's your weather over there at the moment?
Well, we live the summer nowadays. It's summertime in Istanbul, all over Turkey. Sunny, and everybody goes to the beach, and it's summertime. Everybody is just using their annual leaves, and because of the coronavirus and the COVID-19, everybody in their house, in their summer house, they go on a holiday and they're out of their office for a long time. So we are enjoying, I guess.
That's
I hear some.
beautiful. In Melbourne, Australia, it's winter. You know how it is down under. So it's winter, and I cannot wait for this winter to be over because I believe when winter will be over, this whole lockdown will be over too. We'll enter summer with fresh mindset, and yes, looking forward to that. But we are still positive. We're looking forward for good things ahead.
Okay, I forgot to actually introduce you. Would you mind introducing yourself, Raza?
Of course, introducing myself has always been the most difficult question I've faced in my life.
Really?
Yeah, because it's hard to me to actually explain where should I start from. So what I'm gonna do is I'll just start from my recent past and I'll go beyond. All right. So currently, what I'm doing, I'm basically a digital marketing coach. I help,
Oh, lovely.
I help online entrepreneurs, or rather aspiring online entrepreneurs, to set up their business online. Right? Most of them are coaches, some of them are trainers, some of them are uh, like drop shipping store owners. I build their marketing strategy and I help them achieve their objectives. I love mentoring, I love coaching, I love teaching. And I've been a teacher in the past as well. In Australia, I was a lecturer in university. And in Pakistan, I was assistant professor as well. Well, with a background in both business and IT, I've worked in various places. I worked in Pakistan, Australia, in Qatar. I worked in UK, lived there, studied there, did my MSc from UK as well, worked there too. So have quite a few experiences of various countries and culture that I've actually experienced while living there. And of course have visited several countries as well, just like Funda. And on top of it, I think this is my like professional introduction. And if you call at the lighter side, in my interests and hobby include comedy, writing comedy, and public speaking, as well as writing, blogging, and building connections and networking with people. It is your turn now.
This is Funda İYDİR. I'm an English speaking coach. I've been helping, coaching, guiding people around 20 years. I
Brilliant.
have studied in the United States in five different files, and I actually my graduation departments are mostly related to each other, all about learning methodologies, teaching methodologies, and brain training. And what I wonder about you actually, we met one of our travels actually, and he visited Istanbul, let's say more than 5 years ago, I guess.
Correct. Yes.
He was with my close friends, and they asked me to guide them. And even though my friends were really curious about, they never thought that I would just take them to somewhere really hiding place. Actually, I know a lot of places in Turkey, and out of my country, and even abroad. I do search a lot of places, even nature. So I look always funny and enjoyable side of the travel. from this side, I knew you, but you have a professional side. He's from Pakistani, and I really wonder that why he's living now in Melbourne. My first question, and I knew that he studied in other countries, and how was the that experience. So living in another country, studying in another country, and working in another country as a foreigner, how difficulties you had, what type of bad situation or not nice behavior you faced up maybe. Can you tell me about all this?
Yeah, sure. Very interesting question because, like you said, it's different to visit and it's different to study, and living is different altogether. So when you visit, you just go there as happy-go-lucky, free soul. You just want to visit, experience, absorb experiences, meet people, and visit. Right? Everything looks fancy. When you study, you dive a bit more deeper in the culture. You study, you learn, you are there, staying there for a while. But eventually, you know this is not your place. You are studying there, you are absorbing, and you'll be back to your loving home country. But once you decide to migrate as a migrant, things become a bit different. Things become different because all that fascination of a foreign country, it just washes away quickly. Because you become part of that country. And once you become part of that country, you have to adapt or assimilate in that culture as well. This means you have to actually follow the local norms, the new norms. You have to adapt to changes. You have to be one of them. So I faced difficulty definitely. Pakistan being a collective society, a society that basically thrives on the idea of having a collective society, so many people, community being there for you, in your needs, just being there for you all the time. On the opposite, well, when you go to a Western country, you see individualism. Individualism basically asks for the personal freedoms, being free, being yourself, not being answerable to anyone once you're adult, just being answerable to yourself. This is like a huge culture shock, huge cultural change, definitely. But since I was traveling around and I studied there, and I've been a reader, I've been a book reader for a long time. I've been reading literature, so it didn't take me long to adapt. But to be honest, I miss that collective society to an extent. But at the same time, I cannot accept too much of interference either. So I'm looking for balance, neither too Western nor too Asian. So this is like a point, a tension point in my life. This is the struggle. Here is too individualistic. Here things can be lonely at times. You can be just by yourself. This is something that I struggle in. Otherwise, it's fascinating. It's amazing. It's good. Great.
What was the big challenge?
The biggest challenge in Australia. Yeah, the biggest challenge I would say, you are new and you are learning, you are getting things, getting documents, and then you are trying to get a professional job and getting enrolled. While I was getting enrolled in PhD, yeah, there was some challenging years. I would say 1 or 2 years are pretty challenging. After that, things become smoother because
After 2 years.
yeah, because you after 1 year or 2 years, you start to build your network, your friends, people you can rely on. Before that, you are just on your own.
What about what you learned from three years? Okay, what you advise people who wants to live and work in another country, because you are Pakistani man and you have really strong relationship with your parents, and I know that you have also some customs to follow up. They are not, unfortunately, renewed, or you haven't changed that customs, and you still keep doing that custom. I know it. So what was the culture gap, and what you learned, and how you struggle about different, for example, in England you also study, and now you live in Melbourne. It's almost same, maybe the language, but the people are almost maybe same but totally different. So maybe you are with people you feel like you are close to, or you are with people totally different.
Right. Yeah. Very interesting question. Another one, actually. Yeah, that's true. There are some customs. You cannot just get disconnected from that customs because, like in Turkey as well. I mean, when parents are elderly, the children have to be responsible for them. This is how it is. In West, it's not the case. Children just have to think for themselves, just about themselves, because they know when parents will get older, they will go to an old home. They will be helped by the government, by the help by the other people. So they just think about themselves. Here, we have to actually think about that. So you have to plan your life in a way that you have to think that in few years' time, you might have to go back. They might have to join me, things like that. Yeah, this is something is always in my mind. So I'm trying. This is one of the reasons I'm trying to build a life which is totally online. So I don't have to be geographically bound to one place. And if I have to move to Pakistan, I can move. This is what I'm trying to do. Let's see. Yeah. Hopefully, whenever they need me, I'll be there. So this is one of the challenge, definitely. Yeah.
Do
And
you
again,
want to in another life? Do you want to work for another country, or do you want to go back to your country? I mean, how this year passed and what you learned. Do you want to stay more, or you want to keep yourself in that country?
yes, this has always been a fight between wings and roots. Well, at one time, you want to build your roots, you want to stay ground, go deeper. And at the other hand, you want to have a wings, fly away here and there too. So yeah, this struggle is real, definitely. Interesting question as well. So what I think is, I used to think a lot about it, but I have decided something just recently. I just gotta stay in the present because I have been planning a lot about future, and sometimes it's not what we plan. There are some external circumstances at work as well. Nobody thought about this COVID. I had plans for 2020, but all those plans have been folded and they have been aside. And I'm not alone. So many people are do this. I think the key is to just live in the present, make your present your best, your now the best moment. When future comes, we will see how it goes. But obviously, you should have some backup. You should have some plan at place, but you shouldn't be chasing it like a crazy. This is what I believe. And about the moving, yes, this idea actually comes into my mind. I might move to some nearby country like some far eastern country like Malaysia or Dubai or even Pakistan. Yeah, I'm open to everything. Because problem is Australia is so far away. I feel so cut off from rest of the world. It's like end of the world. My sisters, they live in America, and when they're sleeping, I'm awake. When I'm awake, they're sleeping. And then my parents, it's just like communicating with all family becomes a struggle, a challenge. Even my friends, I've lost contact. So I would like to stay in a country where at least I feel connected.
Okay. Do you want to go back to England for any profession, like anything that you can work for as a professional role, or maybe I'm not talking about a PhD student, of course, but academic career. Do you want to live and work in Europe,
Right.
and you can be close to your country?
You are actually
And
right.
you can be having a close and normal lifestyle. When you're awake, they will be awake also.
Oh, I would love to live in Turkey actually, because I love Turkey.
Really?
When I was in Turkey, I love the people, the hospitality, the people who meet you, like they're your own friends, and amazing food and drinks and nice weather, not too cold, not too hot. So I actually liked it. And
You're talking about Istanbul, actually. You have been in Istanbul.
Been Istanbul, Izmir, these two places I've been. That's it.
Mm.
I like Izmir too.
I advise you to go Adana for hot weather and Antalya maybe hot life.
Okay,
So
I will go for a visit.
I'm a good traveler, so I can advise you many places that is giving you the hot weather. Oh my God, it's not windy. Give me some wind.
Hot weather. What about you,
Uh,
Funda? Do you want to go back to America and live there?
Actually, last year I got an offer from America, but I was about to accept it beginning of March, actually, when they start to talk about COVID, and we start to talk that let's speak about this next year.
Oh
And I
God.
was going to be the advisor of a company, and it's going to be a good challenge for me. And
Oh,
another country to work, to enjoy, and
yeah.
it's another, you know, part of life. You will just see what's gonna happen, and you can see your skills if it's working or not. And in our lives, I believe that once in our life we should try this once. Just going in, discovering, maybe studying, maybe living another country for a while, or working maybe for temporary job, but trying and tasting that experience. Um, then it this experience is
Yeah.
going to give you the power of motivation, self-esteem. Like you're going to stay strong and keep yourself strong as much as you want, because you know it, you tried before, and you will never say somebody, oh okay, I tried it. You don't have to try it, it's too hard. I mean,
Mm.
everybody has different experience. So from here, I can tell you that we should tell everybody, you can do it.
Yes.
Unfortunately, in my country, if somebody tries something, and if they are not really successful on that project or on something, whatever, and they think that nobody can do it because they didn't do it, they didn't manage it, if they are not successful, they think that others won't be able to do it. So
Yeah.
I'm saying that everybody and each person is different.
Yes.
Aim, goals, skills, and I am different than you are.
Definitely.
For
Different
example,
journey.
yeah. For example, when I came back to my country, everybody said that, okay, teach grammar. I said, well, I have five different graduation, and you are telling me teach grammar. What is the difference me and others?
Yeah.
And they said, okay, then. But I didn't ask any advice from other people because I knew that what I was going to do.
Yeah.
I knew my aim. So that was not their business. I knew that they were in a good aim, but um, they try to grab my attention in a negative way. That was not nice, actually.
Mm.
So I really ask you this question. And all of your life, did you consider something that you can't do it? Like, okay, I can't be successful if I go to Sydney, Melbourne, or England. If I fail, I should come back. Or did you give yourself a second try?
Yeah. I mean, I have faced quite a few successes in life. At the same time, I have faced failures too. And I strongly believe that we should make failure our best friend, because we should never be afraid of getting failed in life. Failure teaches us lessons. Failure makes us stronger. Failure makes us even closer to success. So this is what I have learned, and definitely I have like in my life, I have become scared. I have become anxious about things, but I felt the fear and I just went for it. Why not? Because life is a one-time thing.
And you were also nervous. You were young. You were nervous. You were not really well educated, maybe not well experienced, not getting well paid job, but you tried.
Right.
And then you maybe saw the challenge and said, okay, count me, I'm in. Maybe.
I mean, yeah, try life, try me, no worries. And I think you have done the same. You have done very well, you know. Instead of listening to the people's advice, you listen to your heart, you listen to your mind, and you went for things which you actually wanted to do.
Actually, I first touch here and here. If it's not fair enough, if I don't feel that it's not for me, I know my personality, I know my reality, and I know my background, my experience. And I like to just filter something. I'm not only listening, I'm also deeply listening something. And I create that if it's good enough, if it's must, if I need to do it or not. So I just consider things in order to what I want to do. And well, living in another country as a student, it's not easy. If you are talking about the United States, if you're a middle class, if you're coming from a middle class family, and okay, you're not rich, but you have to just live your life in another country, and you see that many rich people around you, and of course you change your, thinking style sometimes, but you sometimes say that, okay, just wake up, you know your reality. and then you just when you're just 17, you don't know the reality. You just watch outside, you think that that's the reality. From my side, I was just admiring people. Oh my god, you live in a country, United States, and everybody in Los Angeles, they are really posh and they are different, and you're like, okay, like. And then first, I think that I want to manage one thing, just these learning methodologies, what I'm learning, what I am practicing, or I am just admiring people.
Yeah.
So
Great.
I put a target, and I did my goal, and I reached my goal, and then that's all. That's what I think, actually. The reality is not outside. The reality is here.
Definitely.
You believe it.
Yeah.
If you believe that, you manage it.
Definitely. Like you said, you're the only person who knows yourself, not other people. So you should, listen to them, but you should not act upon other people's advice because their opinion are coming from their own experiences and their own perspective, their own journey, not from they don't know you. So yeah, this is well done. You have been listening to yourself. That's great. Amazing.
Thank you. So it's been almost 40 years you are living in this earth. So from now on, what is your plan? What are your goals?
Oh, interesting. So basically, my goal is to expand my online reach, online business. So once and scale it further and make it like reach those figures that make me comfortable. So I can do some investment and then I'll start moving again. At the moment, I cannot move. Two things. First thing, the travel bans, going on. Secondly, I have to work on hard on my business, and I'm taking it as an opportunity to work hard, put my head down, and expand it. And I believe by next year, yeah, I'll start traveling again. Woohoo! And I'll be free bird once again. Yay! What about you? What are your next plans?
I am just living the day. I'm not planning anymore.
That's great.
And I stopped traveling last 1 year, and I focused on mostly working and creating new things for myself. Now I have new things in my mind. Actually, I've been teaching online and helping people, guiding people, coaching people 16 years. So I knew this is going to happen when I was studying in United States. And I was with a man. I was living in one house. My house owner was a mechanical engineer. So when I was 17, he was working remotely, and I never see him that he was going to office. The office was inside of our house.
Oh.
So I first experienced that one man living in the house, and whenever he wants, he was going to shopping and taking his kids and being with his wife and doing a lot of things. I was 17 and I saw that picture. Okay, I should do something like this. And I asked him how you're doing it, and he said that he doesn't need any. He mentioned that there is no place for him because he was mechanical engineer and he was doing some mechanical and technical help of windmill system. You know that windmill system. So the windmill systems, if there is some problem, everybody was calling Arnie because he was the master of this.
Oh.
So he doesn't have to be in the house, was invoicing them, and he was charging. I remember that. I asked him, how much do you charge for per hour? He said $300. $300 per hour.
Wow.
Oh, that's nice. And the company were paying his all expenses. So he said, why should I go and have an office, rent fee and expenses? I don't need it. I want to save some money. And I saw that in 2 years, he bought his car, his house, and everything. Also, he was earning some money from students. So when I saw that, if he does this, I am the one who I can do it online. When I saw that, I spoke with my university about new learning technologies. They said that there is an e-learning technology. So I said, so I'm in that program anymore. So I was a very successful student. I enrolled that program. So I learned how to have a learning methodologies, also online and e-learning.
Nice.
So when I came to Turkey, I start to search this. First, I start to give lessons through MSN Messenger.
All right. Yeah. Good old days.
And Skype 2004. And then, the Skype was my lifesaver because at the same time I was working in a global company in a professional role. After work, it was really tiring for me to, coming from all the way long, and it's wasting time and wasting energy. So I decided to use Skype actually, and that was my lifesaver. Thank you, Skype. From 2004, I've been always online, and that's why I travel very much, and I can go anywhere I want with this online.
You got the spark from living there, and then you imagined it and you made it reality. Well done, well done. I got this online spark just last year actually. So since last year I've been trying to get into it, and this year, I got into it. It's all good. Amazing.
Thank you so much for this lovely conversation. But I forgot to first to introduce you because of it's my first and lovely conversation with somebody who I know. And thanks for all lovely and helpful conversation. I am really pleased to welcome you here. I do want to have another program with you, and this is just something happened suddenly, and thanks for that.
You are very welcome. Yes, you're right. It was just a unplanned, random meetup, so that's okay. We can plan something in future, and we can do it properly too. No problem at all. But it was amazing, very nice talking to you, and great to catch up with you, Funda. So I suppose I'll see you some other time, yeah, because it's I'll go and have my dinner now. It's night time. Yoo-hoo.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Enjoy your dinner. Enjoy your
Oh.
dinner.
How do you say thank you? Teşekkürler in Turkish. Teşekkür.
Sana afiyet olsun.
Thank you. Good night. Bye.
Night.